Hello, everyone. I'm so happy you're here with us today.
Hi, everyone. It's always good to be here with you, learning and practicing English together.
Absolutely. And today's topic is something very close to our daily life, our homes.
Yes, the place where we live, rest, and feel comfortable. Today's episode is called Describe Your Home in English.
This is such a useful topic because people often ask questions like, where do you live? Or what's your house like? Or can you describe your home?
Exactly. And many learners know the words like house or apartment, but they sometimes don't know how to describe them naturally to say more than just, I live in a house.
Right. That's a good starting sentence, but we can make it more interesting and natural. Today, we'll show you how to talk about your home clearly and confidently, just like a real conversation.
So let's start from the beginning. Sarah, how would you describe your home?
Well, I live in a small apartment in the city. It's on the fourth floor of a modern building.
Nice. Is it a big apartment?
Not really. It's small but cozy. There's one bedroom, a living room, a kitchen, and a small balcony.
That sounds nice. Small but cozy. I like that phrase. Cozy means comfortable and warm, right?
Exactly. When I say cozy, I mean it feels nice to be there. I have soft lights, a few plants, and my favorite blanket on the sofa. It feels like home.
That's a great way to describe a home with feeling. You don't just say what's inside, but also how it feels to live there.
So, Mike, what about you? What's your home like?
I live in a house a little outside the city. It's not too big, not too small. It has 2 floors, 3 bedrooms, and a small garden in the back.
Oh, a garden. That sounds peaceful.
It is. I love sitting there in the morning with a cup of coffee. The garden has a few trees and some flowers. Nothing fancy, but it makes me happy.
I can imagine that. So, you have more space than I do in my apartment?
True, but our apartments have their charm too. Everything is close and easy to clean.
That's true. Cleaning a small apartment takes only a few minutes.
Okay, let's help our listeners describe their homes too. The first step is to decide what kind of place you live in.
Yes, you can say, I live in a house, I live in an apartment, I live in a flat, or even I live in a shared house if you live with roommates.
Right. In the US, people say apartment, and in the UK, people say flat. Same meaning.
Good point. And if you live in a tall building, you can mention the floor. I live on the fifth floor.
And don't forget the city or town. I live in Paris. I live in a small town near London. That helps the listener imagine your environment.
Exactly. Let's practice. Repeat after us. I live in an apartment on the third floor.
I live in a small house near the beach.
I live in a quiet neighborhood.
I live in the city center.
Great! Those are clear, natural sentences you can use anytime someone asks about your home.
Now, let's talk about the rooms inside. Every home has a few main rooms: a living room, kitchen, bedroom, and bathroom.
Yes, and sometimes there's a dining room, balcony, office, or laundry room, but you don't need to list everything.
Right. You can just give a simple description. For example, my apartment has a small kitchen and a bright living room.
I like that example. Let's talk about the living room first. What's your living room like, Mike?
My living room is quite simple. There's a big sofa, a coffee table, and a TV. I also have a bookshelf in the corner.
Sounds comfortable. What color are the walls?
They're light gray, and I have some art prints hanging on them. Small pictures I bought during my travels.
That's a nice detail. Everyone listening, when you describe your home, try to add colors, objects, or feelings. It makes your English sound alive.
Exactly. Instead of saying, I have a sofa, say, I have a big gray sofa in the living room. Simple, but more interesting.
Let's help our listeners give some vocabulary they can use.
Great idea. Here are some useful words for the living room: sofa, couch, coffee table, bookshelf, rug, lamp, curtain, and TV.
And here's a short example sentence. There's a soft rug on the floor. I have a lamp next to the sofa. The curtains are blue.
Excellent. Okay, let's move to the kitchen. Sarah, how's your kitchen?
My kitchen is small but modern. It has white cabinets, a stove, a fridge, and a small table for breakfast.
That sounds practical. I think many learners can describe their kitchens using those words: stove, fridge, sink, counter, cabinets, microwave.
Yes, and you can use verbs like cook, wash, or make. For example, I cook dinner every evening. I wash the dishes after eating.
That's great practice. And don't forget small details. You could say, my kitchen is bright because there's a big window, or it smells like coffee in the morning.
I love that. It smells like coffee in the morning. That's a perfect natural English sentence.
Now, let's talk about the bedroom. Everyone has one, and it's easy to describe.
Yes, you can start with my bedroom is and add an adjective. For example, my bedroom is small but comfortable.
Or my bedroom is big and bright.
Exactly. And you can describe what's inside. There's a bed, a desk, and a wardrobe.
Let's practice a full description. My bedroom is cozy and simple. There's a bed in the middle, a desk by the window, and a small plant on the table.
That's perfect. Clear, natural, and not too long. When you describe something, always try to picture it in your mind.
That helps a lot. Also, let's teach a few adjectives for describing rooms. Ready?
Sure. Bright, full of light. Spacious, big and open. Tidy, clean and organized. Messy, not tidy. Modern, new and stylish. Traditional, old-fashioned but charming.
Great list. Let's give examples. My living room is bright and spacious. My kitchen is small but tidy. My parents' house is traditional.
Perfect. These words help you express more than just size. They show feeling and style.
Now, what about the bathroom?
Oh, yes, a simple one, but still important. You can say, my bathroom is small but clean. Or, there's a bathtub, a sink, and a mirror.
Yes, and if you have a bathtub, you can say, I have a bathtub. Or if you don't, I only have a shower.
These are great for daily conversation. Also, sink, mirror, toilet, towel, and soap are all common words to know.
And you can even describe color or feeling. The towels are white, or it feels fresh and bright.
Let's pause here for a quick speaking practice.
Great idea. Listeners, repeat after us.
I live in an apartment in the city.
My living room is bright and comfortable.
I have a small kitchen with white cabinets.
My bedroom is cozy and quiet.
My bathroom is clean and simple.
Excellent. Repeat those sentences a few times until they feel natural.
You know, Mike, describing your home can also be a way to show your personality.
That's true. For example, some people like minimalist homes, simple and clean, while others like colorful and busy spaces.
Yes, like me. I have small decorations and books everywhere. It makes me feel alive.
I'm more of a minimalist. I like simple, open spaces, less things, less stress.
That's a great contrast. And see, even that kind of small talk helps learners sound natural. You can say, I like simple decoration, or I love decorating my home with plants.
Exactly. Talking about your style is another good way to practice English. For example, I prefer wooden furniture, or I like modern design.
Yes, and furniture is an uncountable word. You say a piece of furniture or some furniture, not furnitures.
Good reminder. Many learners make that mistake.
Let's also teach some expressions with there is and there are, because they're very useful when describing your home.
Yes, there is for singular, and there are for plural. For example, there is a sofa in the living room. There are 2 windows in my bedroom.
Let's make a few more examples. There is a small table in the kitchen. There are many books on the shelf.
Perfect. Simple grammar, but so helpful.
Okay, before we end this first part, let's imagine we're showing our homes to someone new, like when a friend visits for the first time.
Oh, I like that idea. Let's act it out a little.
Sure, you be the guest and I'll be the host.
Wow, Sarah, your apartment looks great.
Thank you. Come in. This is the living room. Please have a seat.
Oh, I love your plants. They make the room feel fresh.
Thanks. I try to keep them alive. Not always easy.
I understand. And your kitchen looks nice too.
Yes, it's small but functional. I love cooking here.
And this is your balcony?
Yes, it's tiny, but I like to sit there in the evening with a cup of tea.
Very cozy. I can see why you like it.
Thanks, Mike.
See, friends, even a simple home tour can become great English practice. You don't need complicated sentences, just warm, natural ones.
That's right. Describe what you see, how you feel, and add small details. That's how your English starts to sound fluent and alive.
Exactly.
All right, that's the end of part 1 of our episode, Describe Your Home in English.
In part 2, we'll talk about describing neighborhoods, giving directions around your home, and talking about your dream house.
It's going to be fun, so stay tuned and keep practicing.
And remember, don't worry about being perfect. Focus on being clear and confident.
That's the key. See you in the next part.
Welcome back, everyone. This is part 2 of our episode, Describe Your Home in English.
Thanks for joining us again. In part 1, we talked about how to describe the inside of your home, rooms, furniture, and feelings.
That's right. And today we're going to go outside. We'll talk about your neighborhood, what's around your home, how to give directions, and even how to describe your dream house.
This part is really fun because it connects your home to the world around you. It helps you use English in real life when you want to tell someone where you live, invite a friend over, or just describe your surroundings.
Exactly. So let's get started with the first topic, describing your neighborhood.
Sarah, how would you describe your neighborhood?
Well, my neighborhood is quite lively. There are many cafes, small shops, and a park nearby. It's busy during the day, but calm at night.
That sounds lovely. Lively is a great word. It means full of energy and activity.
Yes, exactly. I also love that I can walk everywhere. The grocery store, the bus stop, the park, everything is close.
That's very convenient. My neighborhood is different. It's quiet and green, lots of trees and space. I live a little outside the city, so it feels peaceful.
Nice. You can say, I live in a quiet neighborhood, or I live in a busy area. Those are both useful phrases.
And you can also say, my neighborhood is safe, it's friendly, or it's noisy. These are simple adjectives that describe the atmosphere.
Let's give our listeners a few full examples they can use.
Sure, here's one. I live in a quiet neighborhood near the countryside. There are trees everywhere, and the air feels fresh.
Perfect. Another one. I live in the city center. There are many restaurants and shops, and it's always busy.
Or, my neighborhood is friendly. People say hello to each other, and children play outside.
That's such a nice sentence. It shows the community feeling.
Exactly. So listeners, when you describe your neighborhood, think about these questions. Is it quiet or busy? Are there many buildings or a lot of nature? Is it clean, modern, old, friendly?
And don't forget to talk about what's near your home. You can use phrases like there's a or there are.
Right. For example, there's a park near my house. There's a supermarket next to my building. There are 2 schools in my neighborhood.
Those are great. And you can add prepositions of place to make your sentences stronger. Words like next to, near, across from, behind, in front of.
Let's give examples. The bus stop is in front of my building. There's a bakery across from my apartment. The post office is near my house.
Excellent! These are very common and natural ways to describe your area.
And if you want to sound even more natural, you can combine sentences. For example, there's a nice cafe next to my house, and I go there almost every morning.
That's perfect. Clear, personal, and real.
Okay, now let's talk about directions.
Oh, yes, this is so useful when you want to invite someone to your home or explain where you live.
Right. So, how do we start? You can begin with go straight, turn left, or turn right.
Let's make a little example. I'll ask you for directions. Hi, Mike. How can I get to your house from the bus station?
It's easy. Go straight for 2 blocks, then turn left at the traffic light. My house is the second one on the right.
That's perfect. Short and clear.
You can also add landmarks to make it easier. Go past the supermarket or turn right after the park.
Yes, landmarks are great because people remember them better than street names sometimes.
And when you describe your home, you can say things like, my apartment is above the bakery, or my house is next to the pharmacy.
Good one. You can also use on the corner. My house is on the corner of Main Street.
These are all easy phrases that make your English sound natural and practical.
Let's help our listeners practice. Repeat after us.
Go straight and turn left.
My house is near the park.
My apartment is across from my building.
Turn right after the supermarket.
My apartment is on the 3rd floor.
Excellent. Say them slowly, then try faster. You'll start to sound more confident.
Now let's move to a fun topic, your dream home.
Ah, I love this part. Describing your dream home is not only good English practice, it also helps you use imagination and feelings.
Yes, and there's no right or wrong answer here. Everyone's dream home is different. Sarah, what would your dream home be like?
Let me think. My dream home would be a small house near the sea. It would have big windows, a bright kitchen, and a wooden deck facing the ocean.
That sounds beautiful. Would you live there alone or with your family?
With my family, of course, and maybe a cat or two. I'd love to wake up to the sound of waves. What about you, Mike?
My dream home would be in the mountains. A wooden cabin with a fireplace, big windows, and a small garden. Peaceful, quiet, surrounded by trees.
That sounds so relaxing. You'd probably spend all day reading and making coffee.
Exactly. That's my perfect life.
Listeners, now it's your turn. Take a moment and imagine your dream home. What would it look like? Where would it be?
You can start your sentence with, my dream home would be, or I would like to live in.
For example, my dream home would be an apartment with a beautiful view of the city.
Or I would like to live in a small house by the river.
Yes, and add a few details, like what color it is, how many rooms it has, or what kind of garden you'd love to have.
That's how you bring your English to life, through imagination and description.
Let's take a small creative break. Imagine this. You're showing a friend around your dream house. Let's act it out.
Okay, I'll be the friend again.
Perfect. Let's go.
Wow, Sarah, your dream house is amazing.
Thank you, Mike. Come in. This is the living room. Look at the big window. You can see the sea from here.
It's beautiful, and the furniture looks so comfortable.
Yes, I love relaxing here with a book.
Oh, and your kitchen.
It's so bright and modern.
Yes, it's my favorite place. I love cooking here while listening to music.
You even have a garden outside.
Yes, that's where I drink coffee in the morning. It's peaceful.
I can see why this is your dream home.
Yes, one day maybe.
See, everyone? That's how you practice, by creating small stories about your home. You can do it alone or with a friend.
Exactly. When you tell stories, your brain connects words with emotions and you remember them longer.
Let's now talk about some useful adjectives for describing homes, because adjectives help you paint a clear picture.
Good idea. Let's list some. Cozy, spacious, bright, modern, tidy, clean, comfortable, peaceful, stylish, colorful, and elegant.
And we can also use some negative ones: messy, dark, noisy, old, small, or crowded.
Let's make a few sentences. My apartment is small but cozy. My house is big and bright. My neighborhood is noisy but exciting.
Or, my living room is colorful and full of light. My kitchen is old but functional.
Great examples. You can mix adjectives to express both positive and realistic details.
So, Sarah, do you think culture affects how people describe their homes?
Oh, definitely. In some cultures, people focus on size or design, while in others, they focus on comfort and family feeling.
That's true. For example, in many Asian homes, people remove their shoes at the door. It shows respect and keeps the house clean.
Yes, and in Western countries, people often decorate their homes with personal photos or art. It shows personality.
So, even when you describe your home in English, you're also sharing a bit of your culture, how you live, what you value.
Exactly. And that makes conversations deeper and more interesting.
Let's do a quick listening and speaking challenge. I'll describe a home, and you, Sarah, guess what kind of person might live there.
Oh, that sounds fun. Go ahead.
This home is small, but very tidy. There are books everywhere, a small desk by the window, and a cup of tea on the table.
Sounds like a quiet person who loves reading, maybe a writer or teacher.
Exactly. Okay, your turn.
This house is big and colorful. There are many plants, music playing, and paintings on the walls.
That sounds like an artist or someone who loves creativity.
Yes. See, everyone, you can play this game too. It's a great way to practice adjectives and imagination.
All right, let's review everything we learned in parts 1 and 2.
We started by talking about how to describe your home, the type of home, rooms, furniture, and decoration.
Then we talked about your neighborhood, how to describe what's around your home, and use prepositions like near, next to, and across from.
After that, we learned to give directions and practiced useful phrases like go straight and turn right after the park.
We also used our imagination to describe our dream homes and learned many new adjectives to make our sentences more colorful.
And most importantly, we learned that talking about your home is not just about objects. It's about your feelings, habits, and lifestyle.
Exactly. English isn't only about words, it's about connection.
So, listeners, your challenge today is this. Describe your home out loud in English. Use 5 sentences.
Yes, start simple. For example, I live in a small apartment. There's a sofa and a TV in the living room. My kitchen is bright and clean. My neighborhood is quiet and friendly. My dream home would be near the sea.
Perfect examples. And if you can, record yourself speaking and listen to it. That's one of the best ways to improve pronunciation and confidence.
Yes, and don't worry about mistakes. Every mistake is a step forward.
Before we close, let's share one final thought. Mike, what does home mean to you?
Hmm. For me, home means comfort, a place where I can relax and be myself.
I agree. For me, home means peace. No matter where it is, big or small, it's where I feel safe.
Beautifully said. And that's the message we want to leave you with.
Yes, your home doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to feel like you.
Thank you for joining us for this two-part episode, Describe Your Home in English.
We hope it helped you learn new words, practice natural sentences, and feel more confident describing your own home.
If you enjoyed it, don't forget to share it with a friend who's also learning English.
And remember, practice a little every day. Even 5 minutes can make a big difference.
Keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep growing.
Until next time, everyone, take care and see you soon.